Okay? Si repeatability ay the gauge. So, EV is greater than your AV. So, we can conclude that the gauge needs maintenance. The gauge should be redesigned to be more rigid, or we can recommend na kailangan magkaroon ng maintenance, kailangan i-design ang gauge, the clamping or location or gauge for gauging needs to be improved. Okay, there is excessive within part variation, so we need to uh, siguro repeat yan. So if reproducibility is large compared to repeatability, or your AV naman is greater than your EV, so the operator needs to be better trained in how to use and read the gauge. Calibration on the gauge are not legible. A fixture may be needed to help the operator use the gauge consistently. Okay. So, what are the guidelines for acceptance? So, under 10% error, gauge system is satisfactory. 10% to 30% error may be accepted based upon the importance of application, cost of gauge, or cost of repairs. Over 30% error, gauge system is not satisfactory. Identify the cause and take corrective action. Okay, so let's have here an example. So you have here three appraisers. So meron tayong appraiser A, appraiser B, and appraiser C. Meron tayong 3 trials per appraiser. So you have reading 1, 2, and 3. Then meron tayong 10 parts. So part 1 to 10. Anong sabi ko kanina? For calculations, ang una muna natin gagawin is what? To get the mean, to get the range. Tama? So, ang una muna natin is kuhanin natin ang mean ng bawat part. Okay? So, say for example, 0.29 plus 0.41 plus 0.64. So, ang mean niya ay 0.4467. So, inad natin, then divide natin sa 3. Ang pagkuha po ng mean ay hindi per reading, kung hindi per part. Naintindihan? Thumbs up nga kung naintindihan. Isa lang bang nakaintindi? Wala. Out of 47, 45, dalawa ko eh. Ayun, nadagdagan na. Okay, basta ha, sinabi ko na sa inyo. Okay? So, part 1, again, so ang gagawin natin, per appraiser is kukuhanin natin ang mean. So, alam niyo naman ang pagkuha ng mean. So, lahat ng parts kukuhanin. So, uulitin natin yung process sa appraiser A, ni appraiser A kay appraiser B at kay appraiser C. So, pagkakuha natin ng mean, kuhanin naman natin ang range per part ulit. So, piliin natin yung maximum value. Say, for example, kay part 1, that is 0.64 minus the minimum value, that is 0.29. So, ang answer natin yan is 0.35. So, repeat the same process hanggang part 10. Okay? So, kapag nakuha na natin yung average ng bawat part, kukuhanin naman natin yung average ng lahat ng ito. So, that is your X bar A. So, add natin, then divide natin sa 10. So, this will be the answer. Okay? So, pare-parehas. Same process ulit. Uulitin natin kay appraiser B at saka kay appraiser C. Pagkakuha, tapos na tayo kay average or kay mean. So, yung range naman. So, add ulit natin mula part 1 hanggang part 10. Then, divide natin sa 10. So, that is your R bar ng A, B, and C. Okay? So, yung average ng lahat ng parts. Naintindihan? Okay? So, yung R bar natin is the average ng lahat ng parts. Okay? Itong sa average natin ng part by part, yun yung unang process natin. Kapag nakuha na natin lahat, is kuhanin naman natin si X bar, which is your part averages. Ano? Okay. So, we also have here, itong part averages na to, which is just the same din naman, kasi that is itong part averages na to, yung 0.4467 plus 0.133 plus negative 0.733, that will give you 0.1689. Okay? So, pag nakuha natin yung part averages na yan, okay, this is necessary kasi gagamitin natin yung maximum and minimum value later. Okay? Kasi, nung nakuha na natin si part averages here, which is your x bar A, x bar B, and x bar C, sa pagkuha ng x double bar natin na ito, yung tatlo na yan, inad natin, then i-divide natin sa 3. So, that is your x double bar. Diba? Pwede naman. Temporary lang naman. Okay? So, naintindihan yan. Okay? So, bakit kailangan natin kuhanin pa si part averages? Kasi later, we need to determine the maximum and the minimum value dito sa part averages. Okay? Kasi itong x double bar na ito, okay? So, pag inad natin itong part averages ng part 1 to 10, okay? So, ang answer na makukuha natin dyan is 0.0014. Or, kapag inad natin itong tatlo, si x bar A, x bar B, x bar C, divide sa 3, so ito rin yung answer na makukuha natin. Okay? So, bakit kailangan kuhanin si part averages? Kasi kailangan natin i-determine si maximum and minimum value. Okay? Yan. So, okay na sa calculation. Again, we need to get the mean, okay, the range, the average range, the average mean. So, yun naman yung process. Okay? So, you need to follow the step accurately or else hindi kayo makakasagot sa susunod. Okay? So, kapag nakuha na natin yan, so we need to get the R part, which is your difference between the maximum and minimum of the averages. So, that is, ito yung sinasabi natin kanina. So, kailangan natin i-identify kasi ito po yun, nandito siya. Ito yung 0.1940 at saka ito. Okay, dun sa ating R part. So, tingnan nga natin kung parang hindi. 11903. Teka muna, 19, then is a difference with appraiser average. Okay. Naintindihan? Okay? So, si part averages is the average per part. So, pwede natin makompute yung x double bar. So, nung nakuha natin ito, na-solve na natin, inad natin lahat, divide natin sa 10. Pero pwede rin po nating ma-solve si x double bar using x bar A plus x bar B plus x bar C, divide natin sa 3, same answer sila. Okay? So, kailangan natin kuhanin yung part averages kasi gagamitin natin siya kay R part, which is the difference between the maximum and the minimum value ng ating part averages. And that is 1.9400 minus negative 1.5711. So that will give us 3.5111. Okay? So pag nakuha na natin si R part, kukuhanin naman natin si average of the ranges of each appraiser. Average daw ng range ng each appraiser, which is what? Your R double bar. Okay? Kasi kanina, nakuha natin si x double bar. Okay? So, si x double bar is this one. X bar A, x bar B, x bar C, divide by 3. So, kailangan, kukuhanin naman natin si R double bar. So, si R double bar is your R bar A plus R bar B plus R bar C, divide by 3. At ang values nun ay 0.1840 plus 0.5130 plus 0.32 3280, divide natin sa 3, so that will give us 0.3417. Nakukuha nyo ba kung saan nakuha yung values? Okay? So, I already uploaded the PPT. So, aralin nyo ha, kung saan ang galing. Nandiyan lang yan. Hindi yan basta sumulpot. Okay? So, nung nakuha na si R part, nakuha na si R double bar, so, let's now get naman the x bar difference. So, si x bar difference ay gagamitin natin kay ABEB. X bar difference kay AB. Ano? So, saan nanggaling yung x bar difference natin? So, 0.1903. So, yon. Okay? So, the maximum minus your minimum value, and that is 0.1903 minus negative 0.2543. Okay? So, dapat na-follow nyo yung steps. Okay? Para ma-compute natin, makapunta tayo dun sa analysis, which is getting the values of your EV, EV, TV, and PV. Okay? Yan. So, pag nakuha na natin yan, so punta na tayo ng analysis, so pwede nating makompute ang equipment variation using the formula R times R double bar. Okay. So, again, you need to be accurate or tama yung values ng R double bar na makukompute natin. So, for us to have a uniform answer, dun pa lang sa pagkuha po ng mean at saka ng range, kailangan ay naka 4 decimal places na agad tayo. Ano? 4 decimal places na agad. Ay i-round up na agad sa nearest 1, 2, 3, 4 sa 4 decimal. Okay? Yan. So equipment variation is your R times your R double bar. So, ang R natin is 3.05 kasi meron tayong 3 trials. And ang constant value for the 3 trials ay 3.05. And ang nakuha natin na R double bar is 0.3417 to multiply. So, that will give us 1.0422. Okay? Then, for the part variation, so that is J times R part. Okay? So, ang value ng J natin, since meron tayong 10 parts, so the constant value is 1.62 times natin sa R part na nakuha natin kanina, that is 3.5111, 5111. So, that will give us 5.688. Okay? For the appraiser variation naman, using our formula, the square root of your x double bar difference times k squared minus equipment variation squared divided by n times r. So, ang constant value natin for our number of, trials, appraiser pala is 3. The constant value is 2.70. Times yung nakuha natin na x double bar difference, that is 0.4447 squared, minus natin sa equipment variation, which is what? 1.0422, this one. Okay? Divide natin sa number of parts, which is 10, times the number of trials, which is 3. So that will give us 1.1855. Okay? Then, since nakuha na natin si appraiser variation at equipment variation, so we can now solve for the R and R. And R and R is the square root of equipment variation squared plus appraiser variation squared. So that is, okay, the square root of 1.0422. I-add mo ako, ma'am. So that is the square root of 1.0422 squared plus 1.1855 squared. So the answer here is 1.5785. Okay? So, nakuha na natin si R and R. We can now solve for the total variation. So that is the square root of your R and R squared plus your part variation squared. So that is 1.5788 squared plus 5.688 squared. So that is 5.903. So ang gawin nyo class ganito. So you try to solve the problem on your own, then check if your answer is correct dito sa ating solution. So ilipat niyo siya sa papel, kayo mismo ang mag-solve para at least malaman niyo yung process. Kasi hindi kayo pwedeng mag-aral nang babasahin nyo lang, at tititigan nyo lang. So, dapat kayo ay nagko-compute, susulat. Naintindihan? Hindi pwedeng kayo ay mahila-hila man lang yung score ninyo. Ano? Ha? Naintindihan ka? Kasi I can't, hindi ko naman, halimbawa, si Luis at saka si Rainier, parehas nga ng answer, pero nagkopyahan naman pala, malalaman ko pa kung nagkopyahan. Halimbawa, si Gemma Rose at saka si John Denilyn ay parehas na mali. Maalam ko ba na sila yung nagkopyahan kahit parehas silang mali? Maybe yes, maybe no. Pero, di ba, I will not waste my time para alamin pa kung nagkopyahan kayo o hindi. Bahala kayo. Basta yun ang sinabi ko. Ha? Aralin, sanayin, mag-practice. Naintindihan po. Naintindihan ba ang sinasabi ni ma'am? Yan. Yan ay para sa inyo ha. Kasi pagdating ng dulo, kayo rin ang mahihirapan. Okay? Yan. So, may question ba kayo? So, ang PPT ng lecture naman ay nakasend na sa GC. Okay? So, I'll just send the activity. So, inaayos ko lang. So, doon ako magbibigay ng instruction kung saan isusulat. Okay? So, lagyan nyo naman ng effort na hindi yung basta na lang may ma-submit. Ano? So, hindi rin sasagutan kung kailan isasubmit na. Naintindihan po? Okay? Yan. So, sige, if wala na kayong question, sige po, let's call it a day again for today. So, we'll meet. Hindi pa. Mag-meet tayo kailan? Sa Monday. Monday ay, ano ulit? Monday ulit tayo ay online. So, same din ha, sabay na lang ulit kayo. Ano? Sa Monday. Kayong dalawa ulit. Okay? Kasi tayo naman ay online. Okay lang ba? Yes. Okay. Para hindi na rin maagang gumising masyado si 3207. Okay. So, sige po. If wala nang question, bye-bye na for now. God bless everyone. Stay safe.